Hi, in this video I would like to explain the I superscript m. So I superscript m is similar quantity as I, but the interest compounds. So even the smaller I superscript m that corresponds to the larger the effective rate I. So if I is 10%, I superscript m with the m is equal to 4 or 12. So this is maybe smaller than that. So 9.5% was so. So I superscript m, the compounds m times a year. So it's a little smaller than I. But the I superscript m is the still annual rate. So it's comparable to I. Okay, so the definition. So definition of I superscript m is that this number satisfies the equation 1 plus I superscript m over m to the m's power is equal to the 1 plus I. So if we solve this equality for I, then you can think that we if we solve this for the I superscript m, then we just take the 1 over m's power, then we move 1, then finally we multiply by m. So I superscript m is equal to m times 1 plus I to the m's, actually the 1 over m's power minus 1. But if we directly define this, the meaning of I superscript m isn't clear, so I define as this. So left-hand side, the compounds m times a year, right-hand side, just once a year. Okay, so example. So determine the I superscript 12 when effective rate is 9% and also when effective rate is 3%. Okay, so at first 9%, and I superscript 12, that should be slightly lower than 9%, maybe 8%. Okay, so what's the number? 1 plus the I superscript 12, maybe in this case, the 9%, so 9% to the 12, so 0.09 to 12. So this divided by 12 and take 12's power, then this becomes the 1 plus 0.09. So this means actually by this formula, 9 superscript 12 is equal to 12 times 1.09 to the 12th power, 1 over 12's power minus 1. So this becomes the 0.0865 or 8.65%. So you can see this number is slightly smaller than the 9%. So how about 3%? 1 plus 0.03 to the 12th power divided by 12 to 12th power. This is equal to 1 plus 0.03. So again, the 0.03 superscript 12. So this should be slightly lower than 3%. And actually, if we calculate this, this is 0.0296, so 2.96%, slightly smaller than 3%. And you can see here that the difference between 9% and 8.65% is relatively larger. That you can see the difference is 0.35%. But the difference between 3% and the 2.96%, this is only 0.04%. Even we multiply by 3, to compare the 3% and 9%, the still difference is much smaller in the second case. So this is because the compounding means the interest earns interest. So if we have a larger interest, then the power of exponential function is much stronger. So that we have the much higher effective interest. So the difference between the I superscript 12 and the I gets larger when I is larger. And here is a little more complicated example. So if the nominal annual rate is 7% and the interest is compounded every 2 years, so that means actually after 2 years, the interest started to compound. So rather than 7%, it actually means the 14% for 2 years. Then what is the annual effective rate? So 14% for 2 years. So that means, okay, so 14% is 1 plus 0.07 times 2. So this is annual effective rate, the square. So 1 plus I square. So we can solve this for I. So I is equal to 1.14 and the half power minus 1. So this becomes actually the 0.0677 or 6.77%. So this is one way to solve the question. So annual rate 7% compounded every 2 years. So that means 14% for 2 years. So effective rate, the annual effective rate compounds every year. So 1 plus I square is equal to 1 plus 14%. So I is equal to 0.0677. So this is the solution 1. And another way to solve this question is to use the I superscript m. So this is every 2 years. So it can be interpreted as m is 1/2. So if m is 2, the compound semi-annually, but this is every 2 years. So m is 1/2. So, and what is the 7%? Actually, the 7% is I superscript 1/2. So I would say the 7% means the I superscript 1/2. So I is unknown, but this is the case. So this case, the 1 plus I superscript 1/2 over 1/2. And to the power m, but the m is 1/2, so 1/2 power. So this is the 1 plus I. So I is the annual effective interest rate. And this is 7%. So this means the 1 plus the 7% divided by 1/2. So this is the 7% divided by 1/2. So this becomes 14%. Then 1/2 power is equal to 1 plus I. So I is equal to 1.14 square root minus 1. So again, we have the same answer. So this is 6.77%. So this is a little bit counterintuitive, but still, if we use this symbol, I superscript 1/2, then we can get the same answer.